everybody. Welcome. You guys are Beyond the Veil with Adina. That is me. Welcome to all of you. If you're new here, I am a medium, a psychic, a card reader, a wise woman, woo lady, whatever you call people like me. That's what we do here. A lot of you guys come and ask what I do here on this channel. That's what I do. If that is not your thing, I send you off with blessings and in peace. And if you are interested in my type of work, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are one of my busted babies or returning viewers, like Sissy Barbie, our OG mod, I'm so happy to have you all here this Wednesday, this day of Mercury. Hey, Sissy, I'm doing amazing. How are you this Wednesday? I actually just started a live and I had connectivity issues, so I ended it. The only person in there was JD, I think. So I hope she comes back. Hi, Rosetta. How are you this Wednesday? Good, Sissy, good. Glad to hear that you're doing well. How's everybody else that's joining me doing this Wednesday, this day of Mercury? Has anyone learned anything today? Yeah, I ended it really quick because it got froze. Sometimes I try to go live on my 5G instead of Wi-Fi if I think the Wi-Fi is going to be choppy. But the 5G was what was messing up, so I had to hop on Wi-Fi. So everybody's good. Where is JD? Hi, Mahisha. I like that name. Hello, happy Wednesday. All right, you guys. You guys want to talk? You want to chat? Hey, DeFranco. I'm doing great, Mahisha. How are you? How you guys doing this Wednesday, this day of Mercury? Hi, Trina. I hope everybody's midweek is doing good. Good, Miss Rosetta. I'm glad that you've been doing great. You're welcome, Mahisha. I'm glad to have you here. You look like a first timer. Haven't seen your name before, but I'm glad to have you here. Hello, Luca. I don't know why that name makes me want to party. Thank you. Actually, this lippy is called Voodoo, and it is a lippy from one of my loyal subscribers. Her name in the chat is Tierra Faquette. If you see her pop up in the chat, but her business name is, you might not be able to see it, Gothic Hippies. The color is Voodoo, and it is owned and sold by one of my subscribers. If you guys Google Gothic Hippies, you guys should see her website, and this color actually has a promo code, Beyond the Veil Adina. You get some off if you buy this lippy, which is on my lip. There she is, Tiara. Somebody was just complimenting my lippy, and I said if Tiara pops up, she is Miss Gothic Hippie. Everybody, Tiara Faquette is in the chat. If you like my lippy, shot her a holler. Tiara, drop the link. Roll that beautiful bean footage. They say my lips look perfect. They say 35 special kisses for my lips. It's because of the Gothic Hippies on the lippies. Ah, muy bien. ¿Y tú, Claudio? All right, so I came in here to talk about two different people. There it is, the Gothic Hippie link and the 25 off promo code. If you use Beyond the Veil 25, you can get a 25% discount on. I do not have lipstick on my teeth. That's the amazing thing about this lippy. It doesn't even get on your teeth, because by the time it sets, by the time you finish putting your coats onto your lips, it's already matte, honey. It came off a little bit, but it's already matte, honey. It's not going anywhere. And even when I brush my teeth tomorrow, my lips are still going to be a little bit stained. So no, it does not rub off on the teeth. I've been using this forever, since she gave it to me, and it does not. I love this shit. I love the Voodoo Lippy from Gothic Hippie. She actually sent me two, and I tried the other one on, and it didn't work. But the Voodoo, oh honey, it works. It absolutely works. All right. Enough business for now. Um, First things first, I would like to talk about Tamar. Now, Tamar is Tamar Braxton. She is the baby sister of Tony, Tracy, Tawanda, Trina, and then there's the brother, and then there's Tamar. Okay, Tamar is the baby of the Braxton bunch, and by Braxton we mean Tony, the most notable, but by now most of us know all the Braxton ladies, as they have had a long running reality show, and it was pretty entertaining to say the least. Now, Tamar, the Pisces queen with vocal cords from the heavens above or below, came out recently stating that she took a fall and she doesn't know how it happened. She said she woke up in a puddle of blood with four teeth. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro teeth missing. And then someone who's supposed to be a good Judy of Tamar, Funky Dineva, came out. I didn't listen to his clip. I just saw it. I just heard about it, and was allegedly giving us a little bit of details about, yeah, she called, we went out allegedly, and she called him asking for Dr. Heavenly, who is an Atlanta dentist and a cast member on Married to Medicine. He said that she called him looking for Dr. Heavenly's number, I guess, so she can get her mouth fixed, because she allegedly passed out and woke up in a puddle of blood and missing teeth and doesn't know how it happened. So I am curious. I want to know what's going on. And then after this, we are going to just take a peek into Stefon Diggs. I believe he has some sort of legal, some kind of weird case going on. Thank you, Rosetta Stone. That was sweet of you. A floating heart. Like this. This is how I imagine the gift that you just sent me. A floating heart. Does it float up or does it float down? Like descending from the heavens of your love. I think I like it both ways. That was beautiful. I don't even know what to do with the gift. I just think it's cute. Is that money? Is a gift money? Is it money? Is that what a gift is? I thought it was some kind of specialized emoji. Is a gift money? Is there a YouTube gift shop to where I can redeem it? Somebody sent me gifts before, but or tap you. Oh, oh, or tap. It says you sent. Oh, you guys are generous this week. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for all the kind things that you guys are doing. Just, I won't tell nobody, but I'm grateful. Lord, see, I ain't even have to lock the doors and pass the plate around today. Y'all just, I ain't even have to pass the plate and say, lock the doors. Usher board number 6, lock the doors. I ain't even have to shake y'all down in the pulpit. Look at the saints. These the saints, Mr. Saltbone and his church. The ones that he ain't got to rob and kidnap. Not kidnapping for ties. Come on, man. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all ain't say that. I'm hilarious, but y'all hilarious. Okay. I hope Marvin never gets a hold on my life because he gonna be in there seething, eating a banana like I'm gonna drop a dime on her. Yep. Cause he gonna be jealous. I ain't have to kidnap nobody. Okay, anyways. I want to see what's going on with Tamar Braxton. I look like I'm from the Addams family. Am I giving Morticia vibes? Because that's hot. In my Paris Hilton voice, that's hot. I don't know if that was supposed to be shade, but that's hot. I'm giving cemetery goddess realness. Yes. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death couture. Yes. Crypt keeper goddess. Absolutely. Morticia is fine as hell. That's what I'm saying, Kareem. If you telling me I look like Morticia, then hey, a little do my little dancey dance for you. All right, let's. Crypt Keeper Couture. Yes, y'all better get into it. Y'all better get into it. Yes. Yes, Octo and Angel of Death. Absolutely. I'm just joshing with you guys. I don't even know what that means, but it's provocative. Or it's if you like my Crypt Keeper Couture. Yes, that's how you have to sell it. You have to sell it. All right. Speaking of selling it, do it again one more time. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop now. That's enough because me and Ortep is in here hooting and hollering and cutting up. All right. So Tamar, let's look into see now. I actually, when I saw the little situation going on, I I actually thought, is it drugs? I don't know if she's on drugs, but the first thing came in my mind was that sounds like some shit that happens when you are fudged up. It sounds like a night out, a great one. For if that's your kind of thing, it sounds like the Hangover movie. Isn't that what happened to them? Didn't they all get fudged up and wake up with missing teeth and all kinds of. So I think that's why when I heard about it, the first thing that popped in my mind was, oh, that sounds like a wild night. Sounds like a. I'd love to be there just to watch, participate a little bit, but I'm a girl who knows her limits. But somebody's got to tell the story the next day. It'd be me. So let's see. Let me cleanse my spirit, cleanse my hands before I touch someone else's energy. Even though I just got out of a bath of rose and goat milk. Yes. Because how can you be a crypt keeper goddess if you don't take goddess baths? There's always something, there is, Rosetta. There's always something going on with Tamar, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant. I'm a little bit nervous about reading to see what this situation is. But here we go. All right, Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Tamar. Is it Stefon Braxton? Tamar Braxton. Spirit, please allow me to Conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Tamar Braxton. Please have her speak her soul's truth to me and keep nothing from me. Sorry, I think my niece is FaceTiming me. So after I finish this live, before my members live, I'm going to have to FaceTime my niece back. Um, oh, she just chose the wrong time. I just asked her yesterday, how come she don't call me? And I said, are you my, we're not friends? And she was like, yes, we're friends, TT Dina. I can't. Okay, let me hurry up because I know that's her calling me. All right. Tamar, what happened to you recently with your incident? You said that you passed out, woke up in a puddle of blood and missing teeth, and that you don't remember what happened. Spirit, please allow me to see into this matter of Tamar Braxton from her soul's perspective so that I can see it in its truth. Tamar, what happened to you um, regarding your accident, your recent accident? Thank you in Italy. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for sending that love because I'm feeling really down right now because I have to send my niece a voicemail. So thank you for sending love. All right, Tamar, what's going on with you? All right, let's present position. Eight of Pentacles. I don't know. I don't know if she wanted to get work done or if she's getting work done now to correct something. But I think she's in the process of arranging to have work done on herself. I am going to say that I don't know. I'm gonna have to clarify this after I put the full spread out because this is the challenging. Now the work done that she needs might be some sort of surgery. And because this is in reverse and her challenge, it could be surgery that she really doesn't need. So she could be wanting to just get a significant amount of work done and have an excuse for it, possibly. I'll have to see what the outcome is. Strength is in the past, meaning health and vitality. So I think she's going to be working on herself surgically and then spending some time going through a recovery. I think she's going to have some challenges with recovering from whatever injuries, whether they be accidental or surgical. I think it's going to be a long journey, a long, painful journey of recovery for her. So it makes me think that she's getting one significant procedure done, or I'm going to say multiple procedures, possibly. Long, painful recovery. And this is all alleged in my imagination and for entertainment purposes. So please, no harm, no foul to anything or anyone. Now, this is crowning her, which would be her aim. It feels like her aim is to do something, to go embark on a journey, preparing to embark on some sort of endeavor. but you're still filling it out, mapping it out. In reverse, though, it's as if making it seem like you're not embarking on a journey. What I'm going to say is this feels like she wants to get significant surgery done, but without anybody ridiculing her for getting further surgery done on top of bad surgery, kind of, because she used to look like some people say she used to look like a Muppet, and I believe she did. Like right when she was with Vince, and she was rich and wealthy in LA and was probably getting fillers, Botox, and whatever else. I think she did look a little Miss Piggy-ish. I actually think she might have softened now, and that could possibly be due to financial constraints that doesn't allow her to continue to get certain things. But this looks like I want to do something, but if it's in reverse, the aim is to make it look like you don't want to do what you're about to do, possibly. As if you don't have any other choice but to embark on this journey. By saying that it was an accident, an accidental fall. But since this is in the so below position and not the past position, I would have liked to see the accidental fall in the challenging, actually, position, not the Ten of Swords indicating surgeries. And since it's the Ten of Swords in reverse, possibly surgeries that aren't needed, by putting yourself at risk unnecessarily, which is what cosmetic procedures are. But the reason for all of this, or the resource that she'll use for this, is that what she's doing allegedly for reconstruction? Allegedly, this fall, this accident, is the resource as it's in the so below position, meaning what feeds this scenario I'm looking at. The fall is the cause for it all, allegedly. But look, this is vitality in the past position, meaning I don't. Okay. I mean, to each his own, but let's be 100. If I wake up tomorrow and want to go and get my boobs done, I'm probably going to say it. I'm going to say it afterwards so that can't nobody try to cast no negativity upon me as I'm getting ready to go into a surgical procedure. But soon as I get them babies done, the unveiling on this channel. And I'm not into boobs. My younger sister always says she wanted to get her boobs done. I'm a gym girl. I build what I want. But, honey, the way I would grand unveil, voila, back and just look, just like this, voila, head back, shoulders back, tits forward, marching onward. Y'all would be sick of me. Sick of it. So, but hey, not everybody's proud like that. All right. Ah, in the self position, I think she wants to be a baddie. Look at this Queen of Wands. She's just as healthy as an ox. Ain't nothing wrong with this queen. Look at her. She's a queen upright. In reverse, I'd say, okay, she took a tumble. But this is her current, how she sees herself right now. Right now, I think she is visualizing, having consultations, getting consultations lined up. She's probably got a vision board together of body oddies that she wants, and some of them are probably side chicks and girlfriends and ex-girlfriends of men she's dated. Tommy Lee, girl, you better watch out. I see a clone in the future. You made that man eat your rear end while he was in a relationship with her. Tommy Lee, I see a clone in the future. I see a clone, Tommy Lee. I see a clone. That had to hurt. Listen, it's one thing to sleep with my man, but to not sleep with him, just make him eat your grocery and then send him on his merry way back to me. Oh, I ain't gonna get no facial. I'm not gonna get no surgery. I'm just gonna take this leap here, right off, right off of Niagara Falls. Absolutely. I'm just gonna be no longer. I can't live. I can't live knowing that. I can't live with no self esteem, knowing that. Uh Not never take him back. I would find the nearest cliff. My self esteem. Forget him, bitch. Did that bitch really take my man, make him eat her bonehole, and then send him on his merry way? Uh. What am I a woman for? Huh? What am I a woman for? I rethink. Yeah, I run him over on my way off a bridge. Because how can I go on living the rest of my life in shame, knowing that maybe it's just me and my ego and my pride? But nah, can't no bitch never do me like that. Forget him. I wouldn't care nothing about what he did. It'd be the fact that she got that ninja to do it and he ain't even hit it. He just and then came back to me and probably kissed me. And then she exposed me online and made fun of. Oh, listen, ooh, I couldn't live. I could live all. I can't say that on YouTube, but hey, she's strong as. She ain't that strong, Rosetta, because I think right now she's visualizing being a baddie. Listen, if I'm practicing divination or sorcery, if I was born this way, if I was born seeing, knowing, and experiencing these things, then does that make me practicing or does that just make me being my motherfucking self? And you coming up here quoting shit that you ain't right, that somebody had to explain to you. Well, I'm sitting here freestyling off my dome. Okay? Get out of here and show me how to do something impressive. Entertain me for a change. Y'all trolls always up in my chat. Well, I'm trying to entertain my people. Bitch, I want to be entertained too. Anyways, how people see her external to her. Tamar. I think the people, your peers, know. I think people already know. Just like somebody in my chat has been kind of spilling or corroborating some of the things that I'm saying already, allegedly. I think your peers, not us regular folk, but I think your peers are up on game. I think that this is something that celebrities do and public figures do. They find excuses to come back with new enhancements to sell to the public. And what I mean is the excuse is to sell to the public. I think that's the Hollywood game that they do, and all of them are in on it. It's just us regular people who really be praying for them for accidents and stuff. I've never had a DEI job, and I've never begged for anything in my life, Kai. So you must be lost. Let me help you. Like I mentioned, I think her celebrity peers know what's going on. I do think that she has called around for some celebrity doctors or things like that. Like Funky Dineva said, she asked him for Dr. Heavenly. I think uh, I think her peers know. The thing is, sissy, everybody's face ain't the same. So I feel like no matter how good the doctor is, you have the palette that they're going to do their work on. They can only do as good as what they're brought. And I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying I think it's always a risk, even going to the best doctors, because they might do great work. But what does the work that you're choosing to do, what is that going to look like on you and on your bone structure? I don't think they're doing surgeries that reconstruct your whole bones in your face to give your face another shape. But I know that they go and do, the 3D models or the whatever they do online so you can get a good idea. But that doesn't mean we, the people, are going to think that it looks good. I actually think Nene looks heavy. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like you can tell we know what Nene used to look like. So knowing that she's had so much work, it just feels like putting on all this stuff and now you're heavy. Maybe because I'm looking at it from like a spiritual or energetic perspective of changing so many things on yourself, further burdening yourself because now you have to maintain all this stuff, which makes your life a little less easier. It does give filter. It gives filter. Not saying it looks bad, but like in an AI world that we live in, sure. It looks picture perfect. It looks perfect for Instagram and photo ops. Everybody looks perfectly filtered. So I guess that's a compliment. I guess it looks good. Hopes and fears. Now, this is the heaviness that I was talking about that I saw with Nene. All of that work that they do is a burden. For one, the procedures themselves are a burden. They're painful, the recovery, the after upkeep and maintenance and things like that. It's more of a burden on yourself when you really didn't even feel good about yourself anyways. Her hopes and fears is getting multiple procedures. But hopes and fears means something that's not going to happen. It's just a hope and a fear. So making you feel better, making you feel less burdened, it's not going to be what happens if you move forward with this stuff, Tamar. You're not going to feel relieved of whatever plagues you. The outcome is, I think she will go through with some procedures, and some people will like it, some people won't, but she'll always, since we're talking about her fall or her accident, and what I'm getting to the bottom of is a desire for procedures. Tamar, you will go through with a procedure or two or three or several, but you will always, since this is the outcome, you'll always be feeling unsatisfied with yourself, with the hill you stand on. This is a person saying, listen, I go to the gym, I work out. You see the shape in their legs, you see the muscles in their arm. I and the green, health, the yellow, vitality. This is a person saying, I work out, I eat clean, I take care of myself, so I look good. That's what I stand on. I'm confident in myself. No matter what any of these people say, I'm going to stand on my business. I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm alive, I'm great. In reverse, though, you're always going to be falling off of whatever hill that you find to stand on, meaning you get a certain procedure done because you think that's going to make you feel really great. Then you get it, and then you find something else that you need to complement that procedure to make you feel really great. Then you get it. And then as the trends continue to move forward, and Tamar, as you age, because that's the problem. You're aging, but still trying to stay on trend with an age group that you're out of. You should be aging gracefully. And there are trends for you to uphold, that you can still participate in. But I think her problem is that she psychologically needs to keep up based on some trauma. Reminds me of Little Kim. It's that Little Kim syndrome. Tamar, you got to get out of Atlanta too. You need to move back to Baltimore. Atlanta is what's making you feel like this. Atlanta is a filter. The whole city is a filter. Everything there is so superficial, it seems. Get out of there. Everybody's walking around with BBLs. Everybody's getting filler. Everybody's getting veneers. Everybody looks the same in Atlanta. There's a definite aesthetic there. Tamar, you are in your mid 40s, and granted, you look amazing. I'll be 38 in about 30 days, and I feel like I look amazing too. But there are certain things that I just don't do anymore, and not because I perceive myself as old, but because the way I want to carry myself has changed. And I see myself in such, I used to see myself as sexy, like, attractive, a baddie. Now I'm finding a regality about myself, something classic. I feel like a timeless beauty because I've looked over all my life and I've seen myself look good in every age bracket. And I've seen, even as I age, I've seen myself age gracefully. So it makes me feel very regal and classic about aging gracefully. Yes, discipline and perseverance. I'm a gym girly. And yesterday I struggled because I found out trying to lift heavier, I start getting back pain. So I'm like, okay, my core is weak. I need to implement some core work, some hip mobility, and stuff like that. So I did. Implemented new stretches, implemented some glute activation, some core work, and some mobility work before I move into lifting or doing anything with weights or intense. And when I found out how weak I was, because I be in the gym and I'm seeing results, but when you start trying to train the right way, then you start realizing, oh shit, I ain't doing it right. I'm not as good as I thought I was. So I was so discouraged and disappointed. But my goal was to properly squat because I wasn't squatting properly due to the pain in my back. But today, today I went in there and I scrubbed the ground. I did. I did my proper squats. Everyone was proud. I think it has something to do with the fact that I walked into the gym this morning and I go very early, 6 a.m. And so sometimes it's a little dewy. And there was a leaf on my arm. It was cold, it was wet, it was a leaf. So I was standing there scanning myself in and I flicked it off. Why was that leaf a frog? It was not a leaf. It was a frog. It was a fucking frog on my arm. Y'all think I didn't tear that place up? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because I didn't even think about it. I thought maybe a wet leaf had fallen off the top of my car onto my arm or something. So I just flicked it off. And when I looked down, Kermit was riveting. I was like, ah! I took off running and flailing everywhere. The man, they all had to come and try to catch the little froggy and usher it outside. I was in the little office space that they have on the floor, hyperventilating. But I went in there and squatted to death. I squatted for the life. I needed a way to channel all of that. because I wasn't right the whole rest of the day. But when I went in there to try to see if I could reach my goal, I reached that mug. So I feel like it was because of Kermit. But anyways, that's just a little my personal example of aging. I'm not Tamar's age just yet. Don't do that, Keisha, because I ain't going to be right. And I go to the gym when it's dark, so I can't see. Now I got to invest in a flashlight. Why use my phone? But no, now I got to get a flashlight helmet. It's because ain't nobody got time for this. I need, before I even step forward, I need the light to already be there. Because I be scared. Y'all know I got stung by a hornet the other day inside of my car, and it was in my dress. Bitch, how does a hornet get inside of your dress? Yes, I had to pull over into the Family Dollar parking lot. I stripped. I took off the entire dress, left it right there in the parking lot, and drove home in my bra and panties, holding my side, one hand on the wheel like I had just got shot. Bitch, thug life. I was Tupac driving home, just hoping I made it before I passed out and crashed into a pole. Just hoping that I made it home. All I wanted to do was make it home in my bra and panties, not get pulled over so the police ain't, I ain't want them to. Hey, the, I'm sick of living in the jungle. I'm sick of living out here now. I used to love it, but now I don't like it. I live in the jungle, y'all. It's the woods. I live on a dirt road in the woods. Anyways, Tamar, it's always going to be something. That's not going to do it. Let me start there. I also think, Tamar, I don't like woo for you. I don't like the spiritual world for you. Some people are not ready for that level. Some people are safe in religion. You're not ready yet for spirituality and to be dibbling and dabbling in the woo. And I only say that because I saw the high priestess on the bottom, and I know you're a Pisces, and I know that's a Pisces card, but it could have came out as the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. I think that's that woo that you dibble and dabble in, and it started before you got in Atlanta. It started in LA with that lady, that white lady that you were working with, that you were telling people only helped interpret your dreams, but that's what everybody say when they just coming out the broom closet and want to explain to their family if they doing witchcraft. No, it's just interpreting dreams. Girl, I don't like that path for you. I don't think you're ready for it. I think it's not healthy for you. Let me clarify your outcomes. 7 of Wands in reverse. Look. Now, I said I saw this on the bottom, and that's what made me say that. And now here it is in your outcome behind nothing ever being right with you. Tamar, you need to come see me. Even though I just said I don't think woo is for you, I'm a healer. I need to, you don't even need to do no candle work. I would need to come put my hands on you, cleanse you myself, put you in the bath, bathe you myself, spiritually cleanse you myself. All you need is a deep cleansing, and to get that shit off of you that you was dibble dabbling in, and to help you heal from some of your trauma and your emotional wounds. But you just need a really good, strong, hot cleansing bath and nothing the fuck else. You need some herbs. I'm going to give you some pussy power tea, because that heals the womb. Not just the vagina, but the womb where we store trauma. So that's going to make you purge trauma. It's going to make you cry and remember shit and feel it and relive it. And then you're going to need me to be there with you to walk you through it. That inner child, to walk you through it as an adult. You need a good 3 days. But you don't need nothing else. You don't need no spells. You don't need none of that ting-dem. I think you do good in church. I think that would feed your soul and help you ground yourself. But not the high priestess, not the woo lady, unless they're a healer. I see that you aren't working with someone that you used to work with anymore. You probably felt like the shit was causing more havoc in your life, throwing you off balance, making you not okay, Tamar. You got so many inner childhood issues. But the high priestess and the moon, I mean, and here's the Christ on the bottom, Jesus, so to speak. Something in that celebrity world, I guess when spirituality became a trend, you got caught into it. Somebody, taught you that Jesus wasn't what the Bible says, and then you went down a wrong road. You went down a wrong road. It should have been evolution, but some people get lost, and it's not healthy for them or their mind if they go down spiritual paths that they should not. And as a daughter of Papa Legba, who owns the crossroads, who guards the way, I can attest to this. I have some clients, for instance, and this person, I'm not going to say their name, but they wouldn't care. They are OG. Yesterday, the other day, they texted me and was like, I want to hex this person because, And a lot of people come to me and say, I want to hex this person because of X, Y, and Z. And usually you guys are justified in wanting some sort of retribution. But I always offer an alternative that is not harmful to you. Because you can hex somebody if they did you wrong, sure. But hexing is starting a war. Because once a person finds out that they're hexed, they're going to want to get it off of them, but then they're going to want to get a return to sender. Or they're going to want to strike back at whomever did it to them. Now you got to be prepared to defend and protect yourself. It starts a war. Now there is a way to get sort of the same results without you creating a hex, just an outright hex. And I usually do that. I alchemize your anger and your frustration, fuse it with justice, and then find a more constructive way to handle it. I told you guys that when my aunt passed away a couple of months ago, one of the first experiences I had with her after she passed away, because I have experiences with all of my loved ones when they cross over, I'm the first thing that they see or experience probably within the first 3 days of their passing or within the first 3 days of them being buried. I see them, and every time. But one of the things that she taught me was how to make money out of thin air. And actually, not out of thin air. I learned that a long time ago. Making money out of your enemies or negative energy being thrown at you. And she showed me because my aunt didn't know about my platform here. And so once she saw it, she was proud on the other side. She was proud. But she also is a fighter. In her youth, she was known for beating up bitches. Okay? And even in her grown years, everybody respected her because she was a good, kind lady and she cooked. But wasn't nobody finna mess with her. Anyways, I don't think that she liked seeing that I'm prone to negative energy from strangers just for me being up here doing what I feel like God created me to do or allows me to do on this platform. And so she showed me how to regularly transmute negative energy that's sent to me into money. And so anytime somebody says this person and this person did this to me, I want to hex them. I say, okay, you're absolutely right. They did this and it's not right. So let us create a situation where You get paid for your pain. And you still get to feel good because they have to lose in order for you to gain. So we take it from them. If they're going to throw negative energy towards you, then you have every right to do with it as you please, including turn it into something tangible and beneficial for you. And there's a way you can do that with energy because energy never dies, it only transforms. So I've been taught how to transform it. So that's what I taught her. And this is what somebody should be teaching you, Tamar, or not teaching you, but if you were going to somebody responsible, you wouldn't be in this situation where all this woo that you gotten yourself into has created a barrier for you, sort of, to heal your trauma. Because people with, it's a lot of spiritual people with unhealed trauma because they use spirituality as an outlet, as an escape mechanism, never actually healing and overcoming the trauma and becoming spiritual or evolved due to that. They usually try to jump into spirituality as a way to mystify their trauma, rather meet a new higher state of being on the other side of dealing and healing. Not Trump is the Lord Almighty and he will save me. Lord. So that's what a healer would tell, not just a sorcerer. Not just somebody who says, hey, can you do this ritual for me? And then they take your money and do it, even giving you results. If Tamar asked me for certain things, I probably tell her no. Nope, 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 nope. You can work your way up to that kind of stuff, but you're not going to be able to manifest what you want until, or you're not going to be able to keep what you want. Even if you manifest it, will you enjoy it? That's what this is. Even if you work hard to get what you want, those procedures, will you enjoy it? So is it really worth you trying to manifest it if you're not going to be able to enjoy it because you can't, because something ain't right inside? That's what I see for Tamar. Good luck to her. Thank you, Naima. I love that name. All right, moving right along to Stefon Diggs. I didn't get a chance to educate myself exactly on his case, but let me see. Stefon Diggs case. Okay. All right, it says as of August 20, and by it, I mean Google. As of August 20th, 2025, Stefon Diggs is involved in a civil lawsuit where he is both a plaintiff and a defendant in separate allegations related to events in June 2024. He recently signed a 3-year deal with the New England. Stefon is Cardi bad juju rubbing off on you already. Stefon is his own bad juju, which is how him and Cardi got together. He's the drama, she's the drama, and likes attract. Water seeks his own level. That's what I want Cardi to know too. You're gonna keep meeting offsets or worse, or different variations of what you hate in offset. Because relationships are mirrors, so you usually end up with something that you reflect or need to see. All right, so let me see, because there's something specifically that I was talking about. Some grape allegations. There it is. Times up ended. Stefon Diggs was accused of sexually assaulting a man in 2024 while rumors about him. All right. Who is the man? I thought it was another NFL player. Chris Blake. Thank you, JD. Okay. Stefon Diggs and Chris Blake. Okay. Chris Blake Griffin. All right. Not a lot of news channels are picking this up on YouTube, at least. I mean, on Google. Times of India is the only real article. I see a threads. I see Lipstick Alley threads, Instagram post, hot new hip hop, Getty Images, TikTok, and then it goes down to go onto a different page on Google. So let me look at Times of India because I just want something to read. Stefon Diggs was accused of sexually assaulting a man in October. In 2024, an entertainment marketing manager, Chris Blake Griffin, had accused Stefon Diggs of sexually assaulting him. According to reports, Chris Blake Griffith had also filed a lawsuit against Stefon Diggs' younger brother, Derez Diggs. Stefon, Derez, them names already get. I don't like to judge nobody names, no shade, but Stefon, Derez, that sound like a pack up. As he attacked Griffith in an elevator to silence him. I think I saw a clip of that alleged attack. All right, well, let me just get into it. Let me just see. I don't need too much. Child. JD and Sissy are gagging. They robbed that man and said he woke up and felt like he was sexually violated. He went to the hospital and got proof. Oh boy. All right. Most High Mother and Father God. Now, actually, I think I looked into Stefon and Cardi when they had that pink substance on the boat situation, and I mentioned that I think I said it's my belief, according to my opinion, that Stefon is the go-to guy for party favors. I said that much. So let's see here. Most High, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Stefon Diggs, NFL player. Oh, look what just flipped up. Woohoo! All right, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Stefon Diggs, NFL player Stefon Diggs. Ideal. All right. Hi, Pebbles. Stefon Diggs. Ah, giving me a slight, what if I did get a headache, but like the onset of a headache right here in the middle of my forehead. Stefon Diggs. Spirits, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Stefon Diggs and compel him to speak his soul's truth and keep absolutely nothing hidden from me, lest he lie. Hey, Rosia. I was just talking about you, girl, but they don't know, but now they know. All right, Spirit. Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. Stefon. What's going on with you in this case with Chris Blake Griffin? Stefon Diggs, did you do anything violent to this man? You, your brother, anybody in your crew, your entourage, did you have anything done to him? Or is there a severe injustice being done against you? An extortion attempt. Are any of those allegations Chris Blake made against you and your crew? Are they true or are they lies? And what would be the outcome of this situation for you? Oh, look at the birthday twins. You even got a little cute little pet name for each other. Present position. I think Stefon Diggs has tried in some way to get past it. Wait, wasn't it 3 people in that elevator that attacked that man? Because I remember seeing a clip of that alleged attack, and it took place in an elevator. Was it 2 guys and then the 1 victim, or was it 3 guys and the 1 victim? Thank you, gamer boy. 3 or 4. Okay. 3 of wands, and then there's a 4th person in there. Now, I don't know if Stefon Diggs was there. If he was not, those guys were there on behalf of him. See how he's holding the sticks and 2 of them surround him. So whatever attacks these sticks were supposed to do, they were on behalf of someone with some money, some status. I believe he did that. I believe at least an attack, like a jumping on this man, happened on behalf, I believe, and allegedly, of Stefon Diggs. Okay. And that's what this is. This isn't the robbery either. This is the elevator incident. And that was because he told the internet what happened. Then yes, that's in the present position. Challenge is him attempting to attack and all the other things. Rob, sexually violate, all of those things. And I do believe something did happen to that man, because this man has a bandage on him, and you see him trying to protect himself from other possible attacks. Because he's a man, Damon. You see, this man is also fit, which shows me the masculinity in him. Strong arms, fit, been in a battle, got wounded, but still able to fight. This oozes a lot of masculinity and straight energy. I believe this man is not gay, but for some reason needed to defend himself against some form of attacks. I'll say that. If he said something did happen, I believe it. Look, the bandage means he got injured. Something did happen to this person while this attack happened, which makes them on the defense. Now I'm reading Stefon. So in the past, I'm going to say that maybe Stefon even attempted to shoot some favors this guy's way. Like after the situation happened. Oh no, this is the robbery. Was the robbery successful? Did they take his stuff for real? Does anyone know? Was it an attempted robbery, or were they successful in taking his stuff? I also think that Stefon is some sort of a pusher of party favors. Look at him out dishing out to these. They're beggars, but in this card, in this context, they kind of look like fiends. It was successful. Okay. then that's what this is. And whatever they took, they dispersed amongst themselves. Stefon didn't even want it. I think he let his crew keep whatever they took. He said they've been wearing his custom jewelry. That's what this is then. They did it on behalf of Stefon again. Here's the man of status. Same here, same man. And he's letting them dish out whatever they took. Because for him, he has money. It wasn't about taking it for himself. It feels more emasculating. Need justice for him, sissy? Tell him to come see me. I specialize in justice. I'm a Libra. And whatever you're saying a woman's sole purpose is, I'm not reading that, sir. I'm not reading that shit. How you gonna tell me what a woman's purpose is if you're not a woman? And you don't know what my purpose is. Me being a woman is my gender. My soul is its own being. You don't know what my purpose is. My purpose is to give you a purpose. That's what the fuck it is. If I wasn't here today, then you wouldn't be here today. There you go. Near future for Stefon. Stefon is going to try to unburden himself of things. Now that there's a lot more heat and attention on him, it seems as though he was living a certain way, very freely. Now that there is a certain attention on him, now he's going to be dropping certain aspects from his lifestyle. Quickly and silently, I believe. So that he doesn't go down for this situation. Like disassociating himself from people, deleting messages, hiding stuff like that. Just trying to fall back from a lot of the shit that I believe he was involved in because the block is hot. I think he made an offer that was turned down to someone. And I think the initial offer was kind of low-key almost, but assertive. I imagine that there is a way that DL men communicate or flirt in order to feel someone out to see if they'll respond. I imagine there's a way that they do that without outright coming out like, oh boy, look at your muscles. I want some of that. If they're both supposed to be straight, but somebody's DL, there has to be, I believe, there's a way that they flirt or communicate covertly their intentions to where another man would still be able to pick up on what's trying to be put down. And I believe he did turn it down. I'm reading Stefon, not Chris. So crowning Stefon, the aim of all of this violence and stuff I see in robbing is the turning down of a page's message. So a little hint, however he communicated it, it was turned down, I believe. I believe he made an offer. And he approached that man the way he would approach a woman. Here's the offer being turned down, but here's the offer being made. So it was made in a flirtatious and just manner, but it was turned down very sternly. Because here you have the turn down as a pentacle. No. And I mean no. But then here you have the offer. Didn't he say he kissed him on the neck or something or was nibbling on his ear? Didn't he say he offered him something that left him feeling a little woozy? A drink? This makes me think, Stefon, you know what you were doing by offering him whatever drink that left that man allegedly feeling woozy. This is nasty work. Y'all just be doing this? Y'all just be doing this? I want to know why. I'm even going to ask that. Currently for Stefon. Stefon currently, like I mentioned, is going to try to disassociate himself from a garden that he grew. I also think that there's a concern about other people, like other men or other advances that may have turned down, or other people that can come out and spill tea about Stefon and his lifestyle as it relates to men. Yes, like Diddy. I feel like Stefon is, before his situation blows up, because you have the drugs at first or the accusations about drugs. Now you have this situation blowing up with Grape, and other things are being said about his lifestyle from this accuser. So, in both regards, I think Stefon is attempting to offload some of his BS before the block gets really hot. I think that there's people on his payroll that he's disassociating himself from, people that kind of worked for him that he's disassociating himself from, like cutting whole turkey. Even those men that were wearing Chris's stuff, he probably is dropping them like bad habits too. External to him, this is how people are seeing him. Your tea is being spread currently, and people are just digging into these booty bandit accusations. I think even amongst your peers, there's more. I think there's more tea. I think it's bubbling right now. Hopes and fears. But something that's not going to happen. There's a woman. This woman would be his hope, but that's not going to happen. Maybe a relationship with a woman that's supposed to do both of them some justice because she's such a popular celebrity, a queen of music. This could be Cardi. If it's in his hopes and fears position, but that also means something that's not going to happen, then it just makes me think that their relationship was fun, but it was also strategic and PR, meant to distract us from the Cardi B and Offset drama, because she was finally ready to move on, and to probably make Stefon look good, or boost his profile in his career too. But it's not going to help him. She's not going to help him. This relationship isn't going to help. Outcome, King of Wands. Now, his outcome is that I believe he did it, but I don't see him falling off of his throne. I believe he did do it, and he'll continue doing stuff. Because this is a civil suit and not a criminal one. This story is not going to be a thing for too long for Stefon. Cardi B has a case situation too. Does she? This man gonna keep doing whatever he was doing. I see something here about parties and social life. Now, he may end up having to pay this man some money because this man allegedly went to the hospital. That's what I think did Stefon in, because that man, after that attack, alleged attack, went to the hospital. She has a case with Offset. I believe that, Rosia, he's still gonna do stuff in his outcome. This isn't gonna take him down the way it's intended to, the way the victim, I believe, wanted it to. I believe he does do spiritual stuff. I believe he has a woo lady that he works with. I don't know if this is Cardi too, but I see woo here. I see it. I see it. There's a bruja here. Oh yes. He isn't worried about too much. Look, behind her, the high priestess, and him not worrying. He don't worry about too much. And if it's Cardi, she got that strong court case, woo. Mine is too. But we're both Libras, so that's probably why. Not saying it's her, but he got somebody. He ain't worrying about too much. He survived some other stuff that was meant to take him down too because of this woo. The pink stuff on the boat, that went away. That's not going to take him down. It was talk. He has relationships with people or entities that find him beneficial. That's what I see. So I believe he did it. That's my opinion. Do I believe that he's going to keep doing some stuff that he does? Absolutely. All right. That's what I got on Stefon and Tamar today. I am going to end this so that I can call my niece. I believe all of that, Rosia. I do. I'm going to end this live, call my niece, and then we will, I'll see my members in a members live. Love you guys. Bye.